You guys are amazing, and we're gonna start some D&D. So, hope you're all ready. Okay. So, welcome to the world of Novo, where me and a bunch of my nerdy-ass streamer friends play D&D. I totally did not rip that off from any other D&D show. Okay, today we embark on our first journey. The barony of Sternshield has been cut off from its kingdom for centuries by brutal barbarian hordes and savage plains. In the savage plains. I didn't say that right. It's okay. We're going to go from here. Kept safe for now by the impregnable mountain ranges and thick walls under the rule of Baron Lionel de Fortemps. The people live in relative happiness, recovering from the scars left by Lionel's father, Alaric. The roads have become safer, farms more bountiful, and lives more prosperous. Today we find ourselves in the town of Lakeside, nestled between the Blackwater and Bluegrass lakes. Blue glass. My gosh. Who wrote this? Knowing the importance of full bellies for worker morale, Lakeside has seen the brunt of Baron Lionel's reconstruction efforts, resulting in a population boom and a thriving community centered around farming, medicinal and apothecary sciences, art, and of course, food. Several popular taverns have emerged, but the most popular remains the warm and welcoming Rusty Anchor. This is where we find our heroes on a warm Sunday morning, the 1st of Moon, 336. Powder Hero, who are you?
I am playing Mwanza, the gem dragonborn paladin. Tossed into this world by unknown means, he has no memory of his past besides appearing outside this village 2 years ago, where he valiantly became a guard for the town. And now he protects this little town with his fellow guards. He likes to hang out in the tavern at night.
All right. Thank you, Patter. Motion?
I'm playing Matilda Boulderfoot, Maddie. She is a halfling druid. She was abandoned by her halfling caravan at a young age due to being sick, lost her parents, was adopted by a local farmer druid, and has been in the town ever since. She works in the tavern because she loves people, super friendly, say hi to anybody, and yeah, and she's ready. Let's go.
All right. And Cheese.
I am playing Mozzarella, who doesn't know his last name. Sometimes he goes by Mo. He's a water genasi storm sorcerer. His parents discarded him when he was young, but he didn't let it embitter him. He had found his way to Lakeside and helped some of the sailors repair some of their equipment and help them with their fishing boat, and over time made enough money to buy a small, modest houseboat of his own that he docks at Lakeside, just a few steps down from the tavern.
All right.
He's quick.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, he's very friendly and he works very hard to help the people around him.
Thank you, guys. So, that is all of our characters, and welcome to the Rusty Anchor. So, you find yourselves on this day outside of the Rusty Anchor. I'm going to say that you're all going to happen upon this place one at a time. Mozzarella, though, is going to walk up to the tavern first. So you walk up to this tavern. The door is open, so you can actually see. The tavern is warm and loud at night. There's a lot of patrons inside. You have this wafting smell of delicious food coming out the door at you. Go ahead. You can take control of your character.
All right.
Describe what you're doing for me.
Is this the bar over here, I'm guessing? Because I still can't really see it on my screen. Maybe I need to walk in some.
I'll move you
there
in.
We go. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to walk over to the bar. I'm going to say hi to everyone as I pass by. And I'm going to say hi to... is Maddie working the bar, or is this the bartender?
The bartender
the bar?
is named Millie Copperpot. You would know her. She's very good friends with Maddie. And she's very friendly to everyone in the town. So as she sees you approach the bar, she's going to, of course, as bartenders always tend to do in TTRPGs, and, you know, probably historically. She's going to be sitting there just kind of polishing a mug as you walk in. She's going to say, "Oh, Mozzarella, welcome into the bar. How are you? How's things
Jesse.
today?"
So I walk up to the bar, and Millie's polishing the mug, and I say, how's it going, Millie? How's that shoe I repaired for you?
She lifts up her foot, and you look down, and you can see that she's standing on a barrel to be able to stand up at the bar. This bar was not made. In fact, the building was obviously not made for halflings. She holds her foot up, and you see that like the patch, like a little bit of the bottom of her shoe, is like a lighter color than the rest of it. She says, "It's holding up great, Mozzarella. Thank you. I don't know what this town would do without you."
Let me know if you need anything else. Can I get just like a tiny little beer, please?
Of course.
I don't want to get too crazy tonight.
Of course. Maddie, do you mind getting that for me?
Yeah. I got it.
All right. It's just the last barrel down there on the left. And she points down to the end of the bar.
Maddie, a little slower than normal, walks over and starts to pour the beer. And brings it back to Mozzarella.
All right. And with that,
Thank you kindly.
you feel a little bit of a cool breeze as the door opens and in steps a large purple crystalline dragonborn that you all know.
Oh, I see a familiar face.
Oh, Wanza, come on over here. I'll buy you a slightly larger beer than I'm drinking.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Millie looks at you and she says, "Oh, Mozzarella, don't worry about it. This one's on the house. I owe you for the shoe."
Oh, all right.
So it could be even slightly larger.
And then she looks over at Maddie and she says, "You know what? Why don't you take a break for a few minutes? I'll go get this food."
Cool.
How's everyone doing this fine evening?
Pretty good, I just got done. I used a little bit of mending to fix a signpost for someone down the way, and then I passed some kids over the way here, gave them a little bit of fireworks to brighten them up, and took a lot out of me, so I'm having a little beer.
Lovely.
After a few minutes, oh, sorry, you
I was
continue.
going to ask how guards work is going.
Oh, it's been overly peaceful outside the occasional break-in, but overall it's been not too bad the past couple of days.
Hopefully there's not too many break-ins.
Hopefully not. Yeah, maybe the young man that's in the jail cell will learn his lesson after a few more days.
Hopefully.
I look over kind of down at Maddie. Maddie, how have you been lately?
Well, and she looks a little not her normal self. She's usually smiley, but she's a little down. I've been better. They dismissed me from the farm.
They
So-
did what?
I'm staying here now, full time. I think, and yeah. So I'm adjusting. I love it here, so it's all right, I guess. She just kind of twiddles her thumbs.
For what reason could Jacob possibly see to dismiss you from the farm?
They didn't give me a big answer. They just said that they were downsizing, and
Oh, I'm
yeah.
I'm truly sorry to hear that, Maddie.
I appreciate it. I'll be okay, I think.
That's a shame.
Well, if you need anything, you let me know.
Thanks. Well, I'll make do here. The tavern's really nice.
Agreed.
Hey, Millie here is very friendly. And a lovely tavern owner.
Also agreed. I'll cheers to that.
Aye. Cheers.
Clink.
Okay, so after a few minutes of chatting, you guys notice that a large man approaches from behind Mwanza. He taps you on the shoulder.
Who does he
just-
tap on the shoulder?
He taps Mwanza on the back, on the shoulder.
I turn around and look at him. Does he look familiar to me? Is he someone from the town?
He's not. Well, he is from the town. He doesn't look particularly familiar to you.
How can I help you?
Well, you're Mwanza, right?
Yes, I am.
Well, good. And then a couple other guys start to surround you as well.
Oh, he looks lovely.
He does, right? He's a great guy. So they all are surrounding you. They're ignoring Mazzarello and Maddie. And he looks at you and he says, "You don't know me, but I sure know you. You arrested my cousin last week for stealing some bread from the bakery."
Bread from a bakery. Wasn't the... I don't remember this.
Oh, you don't even have the courtesy to remember.
I remember
Rotting
there
in
was
your
the
jail cell
break-in.
right now.
I remember the break-in over at the herbalist shop.
I
It doesn't
remember
matter.
hearing-
It doesn't matter where it was. Doesn't
Oh,
matter.
it
what
matters. It matters.
He's getting very angry, especially since you called him out on lying about it.
Everyone knows I more than happily will buy the food for those in need.
You know what, Wanza? Why don't we just take a little walk?
I'm gonna cut in and just say, is there a problem? It's such a nice night. What if I bought you each of you around? Would that maybe settle things down?
Why don't you quiet down there?
Oh, well,
Conversation's not with you.
Well, your conversation is with my good friend Mwanza here, and it seems like it could use some de-escalation.
I'll give you some de-escalation. And he nods to the guy that's like standing right behind you, and he just like pops you in the face.
And I try to, block, not necessarily block it, but like kind of see it coming
Yeah.
and move away.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. Go ahead and roll a. We're gonna call that an insight check.
Insight check. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. I took notes.
So just so anyone in chat knows, so you managed to just like dodge back out of the way as the fist goes right by your face, and now you can make a reaction, and we're gonna take our first initiative roll of the campaign. Woo!
Woo! I mean, I'm just gonna. Let me roll initiative real quick. Uno momento.
All right.
Uno. Boy.
Boo. Apparently, all my dice are pink, which I feel like I should change because I know, Powder, you are gonna want the pink dice.
Oh,
I was purple.
Well, it's purplish pinkish.
Mine
how do
was
I-
You were here for initiative. How do you do it, Motion?
yeah.
So on the top left or top right, there's that little double cross swords icon. If you click on that, that is the encounter window.
Okay.
You should see like a dice next to your name. You just click that.
Thank you.
You are welcome. A mighty 7.
No,
right.
I think I.
Can you guys see the initiative? You cannot. Okay, you can just see the rolls. All right. So first up is going to be actually the guy that punched you, and we'll call that his turn. So we're going to move on from that guy
let me.
And we're gonna go to Mazzarello. So you just dodge out of the way of the punch. Now you have your opportunity to react. What do you do?
I look at all three of them. I said, do not mistake our kindness for weakness, gentlemen. And I once again say, I would prefer not to do this inside Millie's establishment, but I will do what I must. And I am going to... ooh, what am I going to do? I don't have to use a spell, do I?
No, you don't have to.
Let me look at what
Chat
I
has some good
can.
suggestions for you, Cheese.
Okay, let me see. Throw your drink in its face. I'm not going to throw... Millie worked really hard to acquire this ale. I'm not going to throw it at them. Oh, God. I'm not sure. I didn't think this far ahead.
You know, we were talking earlier, and you said, I don't know if there's going to be a combat encounter today. And I was like, oh, man.
Yes, exactly. So I'm looking at my inventory. I'm going to unarmed strike. I basically just want to kind of, hit him in the temple to maybe kind of quickly knock them out.
All right, go for it. So you're improvising your weapon here. Well, actually, I'm sorry. You're not improvising a weapon. You're just punching him. I'm reading chat. So you just punch the guy. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to do that here. I think that's a shift click.
You could just click on it. If you hover over unarmed strike, there's a little dice button.
Yeah, I clicked it, but nothing. It didn't. Oh, so I have in the chat box. Am I going to click attack or damage? Attack.
You can
right?
click attack.
Normal or advantage? It's just normal.
Just
right?
normal.
Okay.
All right.
7.
7. So you dodge back out of the way, and then you swing back at him, but he dodges it as well.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
How many actions do I have?
You have one
2?
action and a bonus action.
A bonus action. What can I use as a bonus action? It is not showing me what I can use as a bonus action. What can I use as a bonus action? DM. I don't know how to play D&D.
Not much. Probably you can use a potion as a bonus action. Nothing that you have in your inventory you can use as a bonus action. So.
Okay. Can I move as a bonus action?
You can move as a move action. If you move out of someone's space, though, if they're 5 feet away from you, if you move out of that 5 feet, they get an attack of opportunity against you.
Okay. I'm not going to do anything else aside from... Yeah, no. Nothing for now.
Okay. So we're going to move on to Maddie.
Maddie, being absolutely flabbergasted that anybody is causing a scene in the tavern tonight, stands up on the chair, or stool, because she's much littler than everybody around her right now, and just looks at them and is like, hey, Millie worked really hard to keep this bar clean, and we're not going to have this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what Monza did.
Hey.
But we can always take it outside if we really, really have to. But I prefer not to. And she's just like staring at them intently, hoping that they back down from her little 3-foot self.
Roll an intimidation check.
All right.
And I need this to be super secret, so I'm gonna roll in my little dice box.
That would be charisma.
The one dice that doesn't come out is the one I need. That would be, you should have intimidation on your middle list of skills. It is a charisma-based
I was on the
check.
wrong one.
All right. So an 8. They don't seem too phased. In fact, one of them looks at you and he's like, "Yeah, shut up, you little halfling."
I'm I want to say without hesitation, Maddie does an unarmed swing at their face.
All right, go for it. So roll an attack roll. Right, Darth? Very rude. All right, that is going to hit.
Sweet.
So now you can roll your damage. It's 1d4. Or you can just click the button in the chat like you're supposed to.
Oh.
All right.
She be but little.
So you swing back at him, you punch him across the face, and you see like a good, a little bit of red starting to pop up around his eye. He's certainly not very happy.
Yeah. There's
is
more
awful
where that
blood.
came from.
Hello.
Then we're going to move on to the head honcho guy here, who's going to take a swing at Mwanza. Mwanza, he is going to... Actually, he's going to miss. So he again takes a strike, and that one is going to hit you like in the shoulder and then just kind of bounce off your shoulder pad. It knocks you back a little bit, but it doesn't hurt you at all. He's going to say, "Now, why are we in here ruining this nice ladies' bar? We could take this outside." The next one's going to take a swing at Maddie. And he actually just kind of hits the chair. You dodge out of the way. Like, he goes like this to try to hit you in the face, but you dodge, and it just kind of goes down and hits the top of the chair. Mwanza, you're up. Firewall Fang, thank you.
So I'm gonna look at the guy, whatever his name is. I don't know. I didn't know his name, right?
No, you don't know his name.
All right. So I'm gonna look at him and go, assaulting a city or town guard is 5 nights in the cell, on top of having to go in front of the judge in the following morning.
You're gonna have to drag me in, Mwanza.
All right. I'll pull out my club and I'm gonna smack him.
All right.
And as I do this, I'm going to yell, "You're the ones who started the fight in the pub." Where did my character sheet go? I had it popped out.
You can just double click on your token, it'll bring it back up.
I got it. I'm just finding it in my inventory. There we go. I say club, it's a morning star. Either way, it's a blunt object.
Well, that's a blunt object with spikes on it.
Yep. Pop out. Alright, did it roll? No, it did not.
Did not roll. There we go. Popped up in chat, so now you just gotta click it. Cool. Oh yeah, you hit. All right. You smack him with your Morning Star, and he is like, it impales itself on his shoulder, and he looks at you like, "What the hell, man?" All right. Next up is this one in the back, and as he's about to like move around to start taking a swing at Mozzarella, this guy here grabs him and grapples him, and he's holding him back, and then this dwarf woman comes over and punches him in the gut, and he goes down.
Oh yeah.
All right. We're going to move back to the first one. He takes another swing at Mozzarella, and he's going to hit this time, and he hits you for 3.
For 3?
Yeah, I'll take that off. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And we're on to your turn.
Okay. I kind of, take the blow, and I decide that, I'm gonna try and just say, "Look it. You have a spiked club sticking out of your shoulder. Would you maybe, one of your men has been incapacitated, and I feel very strongly that everyone in this bar could incapacitate you and the others. Would you like to sit down now?"
Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Yep.
Okay. 14.
He looks at you and he says, "Over my dead body." And he is going to take a swing at Mwanza on your turn.
On my turn?
On your turn.
In front of my salad?
He does that.
Do I get to do anything while he's doing that, or no?
You can still take your turn. He's just taking an extra turn. He punches Mwanza harmlessly again in the chest.
Okay. Well, I didn't like that. So I'm going to hit him with the Ray of Frost.
Ooh, all right.
Is that
I
a
don't know.
cone?
No,
That's what I'm trying to see.
no, it's not. He needs to
I'm going to be honest, I don't know how to use it. A frigid beam of blue-white light streaks make a ranged spell attack against...
As you go ahead and read, as you're doing this, though, Millie is going to look at Maddie and say, "I'll be right back." And she runs off and she says, "I've had enough of you, Gorbat. I'm going to get Alric." And she runs out of the tavern. Through a wall, apparently.
Millie?
Do we know that name?
She's obviously referring to the guy in the middle.
Maddie panics only slightly, trying to cover it in front of these hooligans.
I'm not quite sure how this works.
It looks like you're doing it right. It's just a ranged spell attack, so it works pretty much the same way as your punch did before.
Okay.
Okay, you definitely hit, so you can go ahead and roll damage. Yes, Firewolf Agonist. All right, so you've just had enough of this. You are sick of him, dissing your friends in front of your salad, and you pull out like your hand. In fact, why don't you describe how this goes?
So I'm sick of this. I'm mad at him because he just hit Mwanza again after I've repeatedly asked him to just sit down. So I, dodging blows from his compatriot next to me, and I just reach my hand up and pull moisture out of the air and just roil it back and thrust it towards him and hit him across his chest with this Ray of Frost.
Okay. So he stumbles back to here, and he's covered in like this big frost, like just puddle of frost on his chest. And he's like, "Ah, God, mozzarella." And then he falls over unconscious.
Now, gentlemen, would the two of you like to sit down? I say.
And they look at you and they're like, and then they start to run off. This one is grabbed by this guy right here.
I shout,
so
don't,
he's, huh?
I shout, "Don't let him out."
This one, he's running off. The elf that's over here by this, the stairway that goes up to this platform, she tries to grab him, but he manages to slip through her fingers and he starts to run out the door. However, he didn't go through the wall either. All right. So, you get a moment's reprieve, but then all of you, I need you to roll a perception check.
Okay.
Perceptions.
Oh, another 24.
Damn!
Rigged.
10.
All right, so we got a 10, a 5, and a 24. All right, the 10 and the so everyone but Mwanza notices that there's this guy and he's really odd. He's stumbling out from the back corner over here, And he gets to about here, and he just collapses on the ground.
Quick question: the what you call it? The guy that hit me multiple times didn't die, right? He's just knocked out.
Yeah, he's just knocked out.
All right. So while this is going on, I'm kind of like leaning over him, kind of throwing him over and wrapping his arms up.
Yep. Okay. So you don't notice this guy because you're busy bandaging the guy that you impaled with a spiked hammer.
Oh no, I'm arresting him.
Oh, sorry. You're patching him up so you can arrest him.
Keeping him alive.
Are we still in combat?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna go. This guy collapsed.
Yes.
I'm looking to see if I have any kind of potion or anything. I'm gonna go over to him and just check on him at least.
Right. He is unconscious. You can roll a medicine check.
Okay.
Well,
A 7.
far cry from the nat 20, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So you can't really, like, you're checking him over. He's got like some thick clothes on. It's hard to like get a steady pulse on the guy. He seems like very out of it. Like he's just limp. Like you pick up his arm and it just drops. You also notice his eyes they almost have a glow to them.
Like an actual glow, or are we talking like when a person is glowing?
Like an actual glow.
Okay, all right. Can I do like what would that be? Like an Arcana check, or I don't have detect magic, but I'd like to see. I guess I don't know.
You do have Arcana. You can take an Arcana check.
Okay, I'll try that. See if I can see if anything's going on with that. 13.
So 13. You do get a faint magical sense from this guy.
Okay. Maddie, do you? I'm gonna call out to Maddie and see if she can come help me with this guy. Can you come help me? There's something very strange about this man, and I don't know if he's dead or what. But his eyes are glowing, and there's something magical about them.
Does detect magic do any good for this?
It could.
Can I do that?
You can certainly try.
Okay. Maddie kneels down next to this guy and attempts to detect magic from him.
Okay.
He is.
So you just cast that, and you do get a faint magical sense. Like there is something magical emanating from his eyes specifically.
And he came out from behind the underneath the stairs, it looks like.
Yeah.
And does he work, like, would Maddie know him from the tavern?
Roll a...
I randomly have a giant circle on my screen now.
That is your detect magic aura.
Oh, cool. All right.
I'm going to say that, go ahead and roll an insight check.
I have lost my rolling
Okay.
ability.
I'm going to just delete your
Cool.
giant template,
Thanks.
maybe.
Somehow.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, now you should be able to roll.
No.
So what are you supposed to roll? I didn't hear. You're
supposed to roll an insight check. So
I don't have my
I can roll
checks
it
on here anymore.
So I rolled it for you
Okay.
for now, and then once you get that working good, you just double click on your character. It should bring it up. It's under attributes.
Oh, got it. All right.
You have a faint recollection of seeing this guy come in about an hour ago.
Okay.
You're not
Okay.
super familiar with him.
Was he? Do I recognize that he was like normal an hour ago?
Yes.
Okay.
It-
Maddie's at a loss. Mo, he was normal when he came in. I saw him. Millie asked him if he wanted anything. He seemed a little standoffish, but he was fine. So I don't. What do you? You don't recognize anything that's happening? Like he's glowing.
There's something magical, but I can't tell what. Do we know this? We've never seen this guy before. He's not like a resident that we would have ran into.
Maddie didn't. You can roll again if you'd like to see if you recognize him. So
What was
insight
that?
check for you as well.
Insight. 9.
You might have seen him around town.
I'm not sure who this is. I've seen him a couple times, but I've certainly never noticed him in this bar before. I don't know what he would be doing behind the bar.
I don't even know how he got there. We don't let anybody behind the bar.
So as you guys are kind of checking him over, you're like moving him around, like looking through, like moving his arms around stuff, trying to check for a pulse or something like that. And this tiny little bottle falls out of his pocket. Sorry, his hand. He was holding this little bottle like clenched in his hand. And when his hand opens, it just clatters and rolls across the floor.
What is that?
Can I go pick it up?
Yes.
All right.
It doesn't go very far. You can just pick it up.
Picking it up and I'm holding it. I'm just looking at it. It's empty. Do I smell anything from? Can I sniff it? I'm gonna sniff it.
Oh yeah, take a nature check.
Okay. Nature?
Yep, nature.
Hey.
Okay, that's pretty good. It has this earthy smell.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't smell bad. Kind of smells like the farm a little bit. I don't know what this could be. I hand it over to Mo.
Huh. Does it have any writing on it?
No. It's like a slightly triangular glass bottle, kind of like almost like a test tube, but a little wider.
Is there there's no liquid, like not a drop left in it?
No.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a residue in there, but no, like nothing you could pour out.
I don't know what this is.
Mwanza's still in here, right? With us?
Mhm.
Yep. I was just gonna actually check on Mwanza.
Yeah.
Can I yell out to Mwanza? Ask him
Yes.
if this might look familiar to him since he's a guard. Hey, Mwanza, we need you over here.
Oh,
We found something and we don't know what it is. And this guy's like down and he's glowing and maybe you've seen it before or something.
glowing. I'm the only thing that glows around here. So as Maddie's calling out to me, I'm like starting to lift this guy up off the ground, and I just kind of drop him, and he thunks back to the ground, and I walk over to see what's going on.
All right. Mwanza, what
So
are you doing?
he's face up. I see his glowing eyes and all that.
Yes.
That is where did this strange man come from?
He stumbled out from behind the bar over there
Did we
and he just collapsed.
from behind the bar over there? I'm gonna walk over there and check the area out.
Would
Dude,
our characters know of the drug problem?
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
so I'm gonna look around this area to see if I see anything that might be strange.
You don't see anything. There is a small little like alcove behind the stairs that's open. It's used for storage, but you could tell he was probably just hanging out in there.
But so there's nothing else in there I can see.
There is other stuff. There's just like some barrels and crates and things, storage for the tavern, basically. Like other different barrels of drinks, like wines and ales and things like that. There's like some grains, different kinds of storage for, like linens and pillows and things.
All right, so there's nothing I would find out of place in the tavern in there.
No, but I mean, you do see where, like a person could have sat there out of sight.
All right. Is this guy still alive? Looking at Mwanza and Maddie as they lean over him.
He seems not quite dead.
I think he's holding on a little bit. He looks worse than the normal regulars at the end of the night, let me tell you.
I've seen more lively people before.
Yeah. Though not glowing. Not glowing.
Not glowing.
That's a new trick.
This is
all
new.
right. So I'm gonna get down on one knee and put my hand on his chest and activate lay on hands.
Okay.
And use a point of that into him and see what happens for healing.
It has no effect.
What could possibly have been in this bottle?
That is no good. That is my healing has no effect on him. I don't believe getting him to a healer will help this poor man.
Mwanza, what would cause your healing to have no effect? Is he dead?
Roll a medicine check, Mwanza.
Medicine. And no matter what this test is, the way I test to see if he's alive is I grab his nose and I block his airway to see if he reacts.
All right. Well, I don't think you need a real high roll for that, but yeah, no reaction.
I got a 21.
You got a 21. You could tell he's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh.
That's probably might have been why it didn't work.
If he wasn't dead before, he is certainly dead now.
Well.
I'm just gonna. I'm just benefit of the doubt. He was dead before you suffocated him. Just
I did not suffocate him. I just held his nose for 2 seconds. He would have reacted.
Sorry.
Come here, let me hold your nose for 2 seconds. Are you going to suffocate or are you going to open your mouth?
I can hold my breath. I can hold my breath for 40 seconds, sir.
Hey, you know that's not what I mean.
Actually, I've never tested it because I can breathe underwater, so it really is a useless skill for me. But
what if you got to go through a poison cloud someday?
Good point. But I'm also resistant to poison. So,
are you resistant to smoke?
There's a dead body in front of us.
Oh, that's right.
I'm sorry.
As you guys are arguing about this, you hear the door slam, and in comes 3 guards, the one guy who got away, and your boss, Mwanza, Arik, the guard captain, along with Millie. So they all walk in, and Arik looks over and he says, "All right, what's going on in here?"
Mwanza totally didn't kill this guy.
No.
Wait,
We were here. No, it's not what it looks like.
It
What?
looks
Why
bad,
would you
though.
even say that?
He hustles over here. He
What
walks
the
around
heck,
the dwarf
guys?
woman, just steps over the unconscious bandit on the floor, and he kneels down to look at the guy, and he says, "Ah, shit. Not another one."
Another what?
It's Deep Moon. God
Could-
damn it.
We-
And he goes,
we
and
don't-
he just he is really mad. He takes one of the stools at the bar and he just throws it back across the room.
Time out, buddy.
He's huffing and puffing. He's standing there with his hands on his chest. What?
You know what this is?
Yeah, I know what it is.
Are you gonna
Can
tell
you-
us?
Yeah, can you elaborate?
We don't sell this here, so
I hope you don't, looking straight at Maddie. I'd have some questions if you did.
After a few seconds, he calms down. He comes back and he's like, I'm sorry.
Can I go? Did he break the chair when he threw it?
Yes.
Can I go pick it up and cast mending on it? And put it back where it goes, and then come back.
All right. So you just casually walk over to the corner, pick up the chair, like cast this little mending spell on it, and place it back down.
Do I
Arik
even need
looks
to roll
at-
for that?
Huh?
Do you even want me to roll for that?
No.
I'm like, sorry, they work very
Thanks,
hard
Mo.
to keep this place nice.
appreciate that.
Arik looks at you guys and he says, "It's becoming more and more of an issue. This deep moon. We don't know anything about it. All we know is it causes this. For some reason, it's popping up all over town.
Is it like a poison? Is it
The
a
drug.
drug?
Somebody is making and distributing this, and people are buying it.
Well, that's concerning.
A little bit. Yep.
I think that last I checked, I still had that bottle, so I'm gonna pocket it just in case I could do some investigation on it later.
Arik notices you pocketing this, and he looks at you and he says, "What's that?"
And I say, it's just a little potion bottle. It's just a little potion bottle.
Is that the bottle
I
that
would-
he had on him?
We got in a fight and someone hit me in the face. I did dodge the first blow. It was really cool. You should have seen it.
Roll a deception check.
Hang on. Deception. A 14.
He looks at you and he says, "Bullshit, mozzarella. Give me that."
All right. Yes, this is what he was holding. I'm sorry. I just thought maybe I could investigate it and see if I could find any residual on it to see what it was made out of. Could help in the future. I'm sorry. And I give it to him.
He pauses as he's looking at this, and he says, No, that's actually a good idea."
Oh, so can I have it?
He holds it back out for you, and he looks. He's holding it out to you, but he looks over at Mwanza, and he says, "All right, I need you to take this." And he points at Mozzarella and Maddie. He says, "I need you to take this and go over to the alchemist shop. Maybe they can figure out what's in this."
Sounds a good idea.
I'm on it.
Get right on that.
That'd probably be very
Yeah.
helpful after we stop that attempted break-in. Or the break-in. Oh, that's right. And then we got this lovely fellow, as I point to the guy on the ground, who decided to assault a guard, and then Mozzarella here.
Yeah, Monza, I'll take care of it.
Alright.
We'll clean up here. You guys can go faster. Just please take this to Frank's shop. See if you can figure out what the hell it is. Let me know.
Bye.
All right.
Okay. I look at Millie and ask her if she's good for the night now. If I can leave.
Millie looks over at you. She comes over and she's like, "Yeah, Maddie, of course.
Okay.
Be
cool.
careful,
Thank you.
okay?"
Yeah. I didn't lick the bottle. I just sniffed it. So we'll be okay.
Okay.
I just look like, should we lick the bottle? No.
Don't lick the bottle. We gotta get it tested.
And you can lick it.
All right. So I'm gonna start leaving because I'm so excited to do something that someone wants, in order to help. Before I leave, I stop in front of this guy that the guards have captured and said, Should have had that drink. I just go around.
All right. You guys walk out of the Westy Anchor, and you head down.
Westy Inca.
Don't. I won't be able to stop.
You walk down the
too many
street,
W's on that one.
down the shoreline. You have this like attack of, not salt water, oppressing your senses. Just regular water, the regular water smell. And eventually you end up kind of close to Mazzarello's boathouse, actually, kind of across the street from that, at Frank's shop, which is a. Did I open the door? Or did you guys open the door? So anyway, he is a chemist and apothecary. So here you are.
Knock, knock, knock.
The door is not locked.
I'm gonna come in.
Going on.
Okay.
And
Late at night. I didn't know walk in.
And I'm just gonna say, "Hey, Frank, are you here?" Because Frank's shop is really close to my boat. We hang out every once in a while.
Of course. So you hear like this commotion going on in the back room. Or not a commotion, but just like a conversation.
Is that this way?
Yeah.
I think he's
Locked.
back here, guys.
The door
Locked.
is locked.
Are you sure
Hey,
we
yo.
should be in here?
I knock on the door. Frankie!
After a couple seconds, you hear the door unlock. It opens up. And a dwarf is there.
Hello.
He says, "Oh, hey there, Mozzarella. What brings you here?"
Do I recognize this? This is Frank.
Ryan. What'd you say, Mwanza?
Do we recognize this as Frank?
Yes, you know that's Frank.
Hello, Frank.
Oh, hi, Mwanza. How are you? Maddie. Hi. Welcome to the
Hi.
shop. What? And he looks down, and he's like, "This thing doesn't work. What time is it? It's late."
Is it? Frankie, is everything okay?
Yeah. And you notice that there's actually. Oh, that's wrong. Hang on. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're not getting there. We're not getting there at all. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna use this one. There's another guy in here. A tall human dressed in this like kind of silver and goldish plate armor. You, Mwanza, would recognize him instantly as Freddy de Fortemps. Hey, Mr. Mellon. And he and Frank are having a conversation. He waves at you. He says, "Oh, hello there, Mwanza."
Hello there,
Frank says-
Freddy.
Frank says, "Yeah, no, everything's fine. I'm just, I'm talking with Freddy over here. Just, some business." And Freddy says, "Yes, it's totally fine. It's perfectly fine, Frank. I was just heading out. I thank you for talking with me today. I'll see you again in a month." "Okay, all right. Thank you, Freddy." And Freddy walks out.
As Freddy walks by me, I shake his hand. I say,
He
"Have a
shakes
nice night."
And I just nod to him and say, be safe.
He nods
See
at
you
both of you
later.
as he leaves. He's very regal in his demeanor, and he walks out the front door, and he just kind of closes it gently behind him and walks off. Frank looks at you and he says, "Come in. What brings you here so late in the evening?"
Yeah, but everything okay, Frankie? I mean, I don't normally see you this shaken up.
You kind of know that this is a little odd for him, but he is generally pretty skittish.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Your business is your business. I'm not going to pry. We are here on, I would say, somewhat official business, and I hand him the bottle, and I ask Mwanza, you might know more about this than I do.
I know about it much as you do, because I heard everything the captain said to you.
Oh, I thought maybe
an
as
unusual
a
bottle,
guard. You...
Mazzarello.
What's
So,
that?
man, I just said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought maybe as the city guard would have more information. My apologies."
Obviously not. They're trying to keep this on the down low, it seemed, at least until now.
Okay. Well, and I tell him, you know, we saw this man in the bar, and he came out from behind the bar, and his eyes were glowing,
Glowing?
almost as bright as moonlight, and then he collapsed. And Mwanza didn't kill him, but didn't. That part's important.
Yeah.
But did check to see if he could breathe. Not if he was breathing, if he could breathe, and he couldn't.
Can you guys stop saying I didn't kill him? Because it makes it sound like I did kill him.
But we're saying you didn't kill him. It's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're saying
There's a
I
lot of
did
emphasis
kill him, and you've got to
on,
cover for me by
whether he
saying
did or
I
didn't
didn't.
kill him.
I just don't want there to be any misunderstanding.
I'm a
I
little
think
more
there's going to be a
confused,
misunderstanding
honestly.
by you
Kill this
saying that.
person.
He just kind of backs away slowly from Wanza. He says, "Okay,
Anyways.
I certainly,
Look.
I believe you. You didn't kill him."
We
Frank, I caught the robber that was here the other day.
so
That's
we
no.
we found this bottle.
We sniffed the bottle, but we didn't lick the bottle.
We did not lick the bottle. Also,
Didn't.
important distinction.
But we did sniff it.
Okay.
I'm
well,
stepping away from them
it was
after they
empty.
said that. You guys sniffed it?
Perhaps we should see what this is. Maybe, if you don't mind, wait out in the lobby. I need to run some experiments on this vial, and he places it down on the table and just kind of ushers you out of the room.
Oh,
Can I roll like an insight check just to see if his intentions seem honest or anything like that?
Yeah.
Pure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mwanza, while you're rolling that, just a clarification: the robbed building was the herbalist, not the apothecary.
Oh, sorry. I got it swapped up.
Okay. No, not a problem either. Just wanted to clarify. So you got a 12. As far as you can tell, he seems very genuine. And you know the amount that you know about him, like he's kind of the town healer. He's generally a very good guy. He never lies, as far as you can tell. So you have a good reason to believe that he is being completely honest with you.
wonder.
This. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I
I
was
closed the
just,
door behind us.
gonna say this is very concerning. I'm also a little concerned that the guard hasn't shared more with you for how upset your supervisor seemed to be.
Something greater going on. Obviously, they don't want it to spread.
Yes. Also, I just want to clear the air between us. You did not kill that man, and that is why we keep saying that you didn't. Because
Yeah,
we
but you
don't-
say that, and everyone thinks that I did, and you're just trying to cover for me.
Well, I don't think it.
I don't think
I
it.
don't think it.
Obviously not, but other people think that.
But that's 2 out of 3 that don't think it. So maybe the majority of people will not think it. So we're just,
But if it's just not said, no one would ever think it.
But if we don't say it, then they might think it.
Why would they think it? He died of a drug overdose.
Allegedly.
well,
Definitely.
you were the last one to potentially not see him alive. Look, see him alive, sort of, maybe.
What? Both of you were over me.
But that's what we're saying. You
So what were you
didn't
guys
kill
doing to him
him.
You
before
didn't
I
kill him.
showed up?
We saw that
You
you
guys
did
were over
not.
there poking and prodding him, I guess, before you guys called
Are
me
you
over.
saying we killed him? Oh my god, he's not telling them that we didn't kill him.
Okay, so here's what I'll do.
I'm simply saying I don't know what you were doing when I
You
was
might
over
think
there.
that we
I was
killed him.
working on the other guy.
Okay, here's how I can solve this situation. if we have to talk about this guy again, instead of saying this, Mwanza definitely didn't kill him, I'll just say we didn't kill him. That way,
I just facepalm.
they know none of us killed him.
Good. Yeah, good
Okay.
plan. I can't lose another job.
All
I
right,
just shake
yeah.
my head. They're gonna think we all
Mwanza.
killed him.
No, Mwanza, you have to. Maddie needs that job.
I need it. That's my house. That's my house now. They kicked me out of the farm. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm fine about it. I'm just
Okay.
I can't go to jail for murder.
Well, that's solved. Also, can you guys believe that they wouldn't just take beer? They punched
beer.
me.
So as you
You
say that, the
punched
door
him,
flings
Maddie.
open.
I punched him. I got him in the eyeball. It was a good throw.
Frank walks out and he says,
They punched me twice.
Never punched
I
anybody.
hate to interrupt,
Right.
but this is concerning.
Yeah.
I sniffed it.
Oh, did we tell you what happened to the guy
Oh, that's
that
fine.
drank that?
We didn't kill him. I got you, Mwanza.
I just shake my head.
So he looks at you guys. He says, "Yes, we've established that some of you didn't kill him. Anyway,
None of us killed him.
All of us didn't, especially not.
Oh, now you got me to it.
so he
We're
holds
all
up the
in agreement.
vial and he says, "Do you know what was in this?"
I know it made somebody's eyes glow, and then they
Something
died.
that smelled like the farm that I'm no longer part of.
And I know that it is a glass bottle.
And he points at Maddie and he's like, that might actually make a lot of sense. So this contained an herb called Miracalia and water and traces of a very poisonous hallucinogenic mushroom called Mystic Mooncap.
Oh. Well, I didn't make that either. I didn't kill him, and I didn't make that.
So
I didn't think you did, but now,
Okay.
now that you mention it, I do feel a little more suspicious than I did a minute ago, but that's okay.
Frankie,
I come from a
Frankie,
cabbage
Frankie.
farm, not a mushroom farm. It's cabbage.
Okay, well, I mean, cabbages,
Coleslaw, sauerkraut.
mushrooms are known to grow. But no, these mushrooms don't grow on a cabbage farm, so you are probably... Anyway, you should actually go and meet with my friend Moira, the herbalist.
So, let me ask you a question, Frankie. I definitely want to go meet with Moira, the herbalist. This seems to be a problem that is growing more concerning for the city guard, which indicates to me that these occurrences are happening more frequently.
Is that what happened to
what-
Arik's son?
Something happened to his son?
Oh,
That would explain the outbreak.
no, I shouldn't. Nope.
Well, that's I'm gonna pocket that question for another time, Frankie. My question for you is: do you know of anybody who could even potentially be creating this at a scale for it to be becoming a greater concern for the town?
No. I'm kind of concerned because neither of these ingredients are anything that you would find outside of Moira's shop,
Oh,
and especially not the mushrooms.
well,
And in fact, you wouldn't even find those in Moira's shop. So that's why I asked you to speak with her. The Miracalia, it's not a dangerous ingredient. I suspect that they've placed this in here as somewhat of a balancing to keep you from dying. Ironically, that doesn't seem to have happened in this case.
They might want to go back to the drawing board.
so
Yes, Wanza. But I don't know anywhere else they would be able to get the Miracalia, or I have no idea where they would get the mushrooms from.
I suppose we do have to go speak to Moira then.
Yeah.
And he holds the bottle back out to you, and he says, I wouldn't lick that.
We didn't. We
sniffed
sniffed it.
Sniff.
You definitely should not lick this.
Yes, don't
Okay.
lick it.
Okay.
No.
Looking
well,
straight at mozzarella.
we won't. Look it. I had an intrusive thought and I buried it deep down. We only sniffed it.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. You could sniff it all you
Sniff
want.
it.
In fact, Maddie, it might actually be helpful for you as kind of like an aromatherapeutic reminder of your farm that you.
That's Frankie, touchy subject.
Wait.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's,
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Wait, did we tell Frankie just now that you lost your job at the farm?
we were talking about that.
Farm.
Okay, well, bye. And then he closes the door.
Wait, well, when did we say that to him?
I don't think we did say it to him. Because we were
He's
talking about
ingrained
it.
in the town enough that he would probably know that.
That's,
Everybody knows.
that's weird.
I didn't know, Maddie.
All right, so you guys walk out of Frank's shop.
Don't worry, Maddie. We'll make sure you keep your job.
Thanks. We didn't kill anybody.
And then
We didn't.
Did not.
you definitely did not.
At
No one
least two of the three of us didn't kill anybody. So collectively, we
Probably
didn't.
none of you killed anyone.
I think I know
No.
who did lick the bottle, though. Probably that guy.
Yeah, he licked he really licked it.
Also, hello, Bagel. All right, so you walk out of the shop, and then hanging left, you walk through the streets. It's pretty late at night. There aren't a lot of people around here, but you do hear like some commotion of some people just hanging out around town.
Knock, knock, knock.
Is this the herbalist shop?
Well, okay, I was describing the trip, but it's fine. We can just go straight to the herbalist shop. You knock on the door, and a few seconds go by, and you hear like a, hang on. And a little window slides open, and you see like two eyes just staring out at you. She says, who's there?
Hello, it's Monza.
Oh, Monza. Oh, thank God. Okay. And the door opens, and you see a small dwarf woman standing inside the building, who I need to put on the thing. So hang on, bear with me. But just pretend she's there. There she is. Come in. Monza, my savior. How are you?
Good. How are you doing this evening?
Good, Mozzarella. Hello. Oh, Maddie.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hello,
It's been
Moira.
a while. How are you?
I bow and go, I'm doing good.
Good,
Oh,
good.
was good until that ruffians,
We
Yes,
Oh,
thank
yeah.
you.
the uncle popped up.
Thank you for that. I can't believe, these days, people coming in here trying to break in and steal herbs, especially something like Miracalia. It is such a precious resource these days. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms, of course. And then she turns around and she starts ruffling through like all the different stuff on her shelves, and she brings out a big basket and places it on the counter, and it has an assortment of different kinds of mushrooms in it. She starts pulling them out each at a time. And she holds one up.
I just kind of have my finger up. No. Mozzarella, who is the vial? To explain this.
and I take out the vial and I say, inside of this was a tincture of Miracalia, was it called?
That was part of it.
And the moon mushroom. I
Mystic
couldn't
moon
remember.
cap.
And mystic moon cap and some I don't remember everything in it, but there was some other stuff in it. But it seemed like the important ingredients were Maricalia and Mystic Mooncap. And
What?
a man we assume drank this, licked it at the very least.
Licked it.
And then he came out from behind the bar, and neither me nor Maddie, and most likely not Mwanza, killed this man, but he did die. But we're all in agreement that none of us did it.
She holds out her hand for the vial.
We just went over to see Frankie at the alchemist shop.
She's like shaking her hand up and down.
Here, I'm sorry. And we also didn't kill Frankie.
How did I know you were going to say that? How did I know?
Oh, that's good. And she just
I just put my hands up like,
And then, but he said that we should speak to you because he can't think of anywhere in the area to even get these ingredients aside from your shop. And now we're hearing that your shop has been robbed.
Yes,
Well,
and stopped thanks to Wanza. I got most of my Maricalia back. So she licks the vial, and she like smacks her lips, and she's like, "Yep."
You shouldn't.
We could have licked it, Mwanza.
no,
Are you
you weren't
okay?
supposed to lick it.
Yep.
I'm going to hope that you got
How
some
did it
immunity from
taste?
working with the herbs all these years.
Frank's right. It's definitely mooncaps. She goes in back. She's like,
Do you
"Follow
think
me."
Frank licked it?
I really wanted to lick that bottle, Mwanza.
You are not licking the bottle. Keep the bottle from Mozzarella, please.
I didn't lick it.
So she heads in the back, and she gestures to like a rack that is holding these silver and red leaves that are dangling down. And she says, "This, Mwanza, is what you saved the other day. All of my stock of Maricalia. I am the only herbalist in Lakeside qualified to harvest Maricalia. So if there is Maricalia in this," she holds up the vial, "there is someone operating without a license. Unless that is why they're stealing it."
Well, have you had any other break-ins?
Just the one so far.
Someone's trying to reproduce it, maybe?
I'm not sure. Maybe they weren't able to get more. But the concerning thing is what Frank told you was the mystic mooncaps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said he didn't know where anybody would be getting those from.
Well, they grow in caves around here somewhere. Where, I don't know exactly, but my guess would be maybe checking around the outskirts of town, looking for anywhere that might have caves. They're relatively common in deeper, darker sections of caves. They don't grow anywhere near sunlight. You can
Would
tell.
there be...
The name.
You can tell what they are because they are bioluminescent. You know, you can see the glow from the mushrooms as you're walking through the cave. In fact, a lot of people are able to move around through the caves simply by the glow of the mushrooms.
Would we know of any cave that we like, maybe a local spot that people find as like a natural attraction because of that? Would we know of anything like that?
No, they're not something that you would easily find. But she knows about them because of her history as an herbalist. So you would know that.
All right. Moira, do you know of any caves nearby that might have these bioluminescent mystic mooncaps?
No. No herbalist worth their salt would ever get these mushrooms. They're nothing but dangerous.
Seemed that way. If a herbalist not worth their salt were to collect these mushrooms, would there be any telltale signs of that kind of operation? Would there be like, hey, they had to buy a bunch of gloves or things of that nature? Is there specific things we can look into to see if we can narrow this person down of that nature?
I don't think so. I would assume they would be probably either making their own or buying them somewhere else. I don't think they would be dumb enough to, leave any traces around the local town that they're operating from.
Okay.
I don't even know that they're making it here if they are. Could be imported.
It's possible. Okay. Well, Wanza, I think we should maybe report back to your boss.
He would be probably the one to talk to. Although, if you need any more...
What's that?
Did you want to say something, Maddie?
He did seem to know a lot more.
Yeah, I would just try to be a little diplomatic around this subject. Not something
we heard
that he likes to talk about, that's for sure.
we heard something about him losing his son to this deep moon.
Yeah, sounds like I heard this from Frank the other day. His son, well, he said his son moved up to live with his mother in Dedham, but what really happened, supposedly, is that he overdosed on this drug that you've brought here.
Sad.
It's very sad. Well, we will try and use some decorum, and we definitely won't talk about licking the bottle around him.
Yeah. I wouldn't lick the bottle.
But you
Well, you
licked the
licked it.
bottle.
She just hands you back the bottle.
I won't lick it. I'll put it back in my pocket.
So you get your
What
herbalist
about-
license, Mozzarella. I don't want to see you licking anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Keep that tongue in your mouth.
Wow.
She just puts it in your pocket and like pats it.
All right.
now get outta here.
That's fine. All right, Moira. Thank
You
you for your
walk
time. Again, let me know if you need any more help around the shop repairing some of these shelves. I'm always happy to do it.
She walks you,
Right.
she nods, and she walks you back to the front door.
Oh, apparently I went through a wall.
Apparently, she went through a wall.
Well, I'm the DM. I can go through the wall. It's fine. As you walk out the front door, Mozzarella and Maddie walk out the front door. And Wanza, you hear a smash coming from the back of her shop, and she just kind of stops and she looks back there. Looks
I
at
immediately
you.
run.
She also runs.
Maddie, do you want to lick the bottle?
Yeah, actually, but
You hear someone yelling, "Don't lick the bottle."
The ears on that
how does he
dragon.
do that? That's why they hired him. He just knows everything.
All right, you walk
Do
into
we-
the back of the shop, and you see that the window has been smashed, and there's someone trying to climb out the window with a handful, like the entire bushel of Miracalia that she had hung out drying on the back wall.
I'm gonna try to run and grab them.
All right, go ahead and roll a grapple check.
Do features, inventory, effects. Where is it located on this chart?
That's a good question.
Would,
Just roll a d20.
Is it a strength test?
Yeah.
Oh, what, that 19 to a 1, really?
Oops.
So you go and, appearances are deceiving. This is not the same guy you saw earlier, but you run up to this guy, you grab him, and you try to pull him back in through the window, and he just throws you off and pulls out a sword. Roll initiative.
We don't hear any of this.
Yeah, we don't hear any of this.
Take a perception check.
I probably do yell stop as I run, but
23.
Maddie, you hear it. You hear like a commotion.
13.
Okay. So Maddie hears the commotion before this all happens. Wanza, running across the room, yells, "Stop!" Or is that what she said, Patter?
yeah, stop.
Okay. And Mazzarello would hear that.
Okay.
So
Do you think
So-
Wanza's okay?
We better go check.
Yeah.
all right.
Moira, what's going on?
So Maddie and Mazzarello, go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get
Oof.
this music to play. All right, I'm putting the music on again. Let me know if it's too
love
loud.
it.
Moving on.
Okay.
All right. So,
I don't.
first up, we're going to begin combat, but we're going to skip Maddie and Mazzarello because you guys you hear this and you running in, but you already hear, like, excuse me, as you run into the main part of the shop, you see Moira standing in the doorway, like, just dumbfounded at what's going on right in the back of her room as you guys are standing here talking. Wanza runs up to this guy, gets thrown off. The guy draws his sword, and Moira's just gonna kind of like yell at you, like, "Go help him!" The guy who is breaking in, he's gonna look down at Wanza. And he's gonna make an attack.
Look down. How tall is this guy?
Well, he kind of like threw you back, so you're
Oh.
kind of, yeah. You're not like standing straight up. You're not prone, but you're kind of recovering. You hear no music. Okay.
Yeah.
Music's
It's kind of
being-
been a slow build for me.
Music's being weird for sure. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it is very faint.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna fix this for next time. It's fine.
Cool.
Anyway, he makes an attack against you, and he's gonna hit. He's gonna hit you for. He's gonna hit you for 4 points of damage.
Oh, you adjusted it already.
Yes. And that is gonna bring us to your turn.
My turn?
As he swings at you, though, he's gonna say, "Get out of here. This is not your business." Wanza? Okay, good. You can hear me. Yay.
Yeah, so I guess I'm gonna grab my Morning Star. I'm gonna swing it straight at his face while saying, "Breaking and entering in the city is my business." Boom.
All right.
And Pearl.
Not that he
I need new
breaks
dice.
in or enters.
All right.
Or
So
kills.
you swing, but he manages to dodge out of the way. You're kind of a little off balance from him throwing you back, and it throws off your swing. So we go back to Maddie.
Yes.
Top of the order, Maddie. What are you doing?
Just confused. Only having come in after the, I guess, initial altercation. Monzo, what's going on? Are you?
This is a thief.
Oh, okay. But and Maddie tries to look in their hands to see what they're stealing, and notices. What does she notice? What they have?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
got like, it's a large like bundle of it. He's got it slung over one shoulder, and then the other one he's just swinging his sword.
Okay, cool. Well, not cool. He has a sword. Can Maddie try Thorn Whip to maybe hold him?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. Did I do that right?
Looks like it. So you're going to roll your attack, and then if it hits, you are going to try to restrain him.
20.
That will
Cool.
hit.
Cool.
Okay.
So Maddie, just, conjures up a thorn, and it just kind of appears underneath her hand, and she whips it out at the bandit, and tries to grab him by the ankle.
Okay.
With it.
All right. So this thorn goes across past Mwanza and whips and wraps itself around the bandit's ankle, and that does 1d6 damage. Okay.
Cool.
And then it pulls him up to 10 feet closer to you.
Do I move him or?
You can just tell me where you want him. You can, if you left click and hold, it will ping, and I can see where it goes. Also, I can see your cursor if you want to just.
I guess in between me and Wanza.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you pull him over there. All right. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, I think we're.
All right.
We got him secured.
All right, yeah. He is, so he's just kind of pulled off balance, and he actually slips and falls. He's prone on the floor, and you pull him through a bunch of other plants, and he bangs into this counter. And as you do that, 4 or 5 different vials and bowls of different kinds of powders and things fall off the counter and just into the air. Mazzarello, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna. So, in terms of turn order, if I move to be line of sight of him, can I still attack?
You are line of sight of him.
Oh, okay. I just.
Kind of between them.
I'm gonna say, Mwanza, this is our chance to clear your name, and I'm gonna throw the boomerang at him.
What?
Okay.
Hang on 1 second here. I gotta get to it. Sorry. Let's do that.
And while I have a second, hello, Timothy Two Toes. Welcome in.
I got a 10.
All right. You got a 10. Go ahead and roll that again because you have advantage because he is prone.
Okay.
That is nope.
That's a 3.
Not gonna do. It's not gonna do it. So you throw your boomerang, and it actually kind of misses his head by a few inches, hits the stone behind him, and bounces off the wall. Comes back to your hand, but it doesn't hit him. Pretty incredible, though.
All right.
All right. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I don't think I have any bonus actions I can do. No, I'm good.
Okay. So Moira's going to run into the room, and she starts just grabbing these heavy stone bowls, and she starts mortars and pestles and things like that. And she just starts grabbing them and chucking them over at the guy on the floor. She's actually going to hit, and she does some decent damage to him. So he is bloodied, meaning that he is at or below half health. And we move back to him. He's going to stand up, and being that Maddie is the one who dragged him across the floor, he's going to take a swing at Maddie. And all right. And he's going to hit you for 6 points of damage.
Ow.
All right, that's his turn. Back to Mwanza.
I'm gonna just upside him with my club.
All right.
Mace. Morning Star. Where? Oh, I see what I did. No. Oh, there they are.
All right. That does not hit. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Wanzo?
No, everything else I could do is an action.
All right. So you take a swing with the Morning Star. He gets up and manages to kind of like angle himself so that you hit the Miracalia and not him. You just hear this like as it hits the leaves. And as you're doing that, he swings at Maddie. And then we're going to move back on to Maddie's turn.
Cool. Maddie's gonna move back,
Okay.
being injured. Didn't like that. We're gonna go back as far as she can.
If you have your token selected, you can actually use WASD to move yourself around too.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
As you move out of his space, though, he gets an attack of opportunity against you.
Oh.
He hits you for 1.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Can I use can Maddie use Thorn Whip again, given it's a cantrip,
Yes.
to kind of maybe hit his knee and bring him down to like even further?
Yeah.
All right.
That hits.
24. All right. So again, the thorn she kind of conjures it up right next to her and whips it out right at his right knee to bring him down.
Okay. So you hit him, you do an additional d6 damage, and then you can drag him up to 10 feet.
Can I drag him away from Wanza?
Yes.
I don't know.
Will that give me an attack of opportunity if she does that?
I don't remember, so I'm gonna say yes.
Oh. Okay.
I'm trying to remember exactly how attack of opportunity works because I've been playing a lot of Pathfinder recently, and it's very different in Pathfinder. So either way, I think it makes sense. It's a pretty tactical move. I'm gonna give you that. So go ahead and roll your attack of opportunity, Powder.
Oh my gosh.
All right, that does not hit. So you just kind of like come down with your Morning Star, and sparks fly up off of the stone as he like slides right past you. Maddie, did you have anything else you wanted to do on your turn?
Can she move back 5 more feet?
Yes, but he would get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, that's
against
right.
you.
You're right.
Again.
You're right. All right. No.
Oh, well, actually, he can't because he already did. So,
Oh.
if you want to
well,
do
in
that,
that
you
case,
can.
can I
Yeah.
just kind of back up a step?
Okay.
Cool.
All right. So Mazzarella, we're back up to you.
So Mazzarello, in a previous life, was a sailor, which means he's very good with knots. And I have a rope in my bag that I would like to try. While they're doing this, I've been fashioning a knot, and I'd basically like to try and to lasso this here
Okay.
boy.
All right.
I don't know what you would like me to roll to do that.
Roll an attack roll,
Okay.
as if you're rolling it with, just like roll an attack roll with your with an unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it have advantage since he's got the thorns
Yes.
around his knee?
He is prone, so you have advantage.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you do manage to just, as he's sliding across the floor, you like slide this rope over the top of him and pull it, and you restrain his arms, and he immediately like drops his sword, and you could tell he's just so angry right now.
That'll be enough of that, sir, I say.
Ugh.
And that is my turn. Unless, I mean, I would assume that's an action, so
Yes.
I don't have any bonus actions I could do. That's my turn.
All right. Moira is still just like, get out of my shop, as she's picking up different kinds of like jars and things and throwing them at them. This time though, she doesn't really hit with any, and they just kind of explode in poofs of smoke across the floor. So we're going to move on to he himself, and he's going to attempt to break out of your rope. He doesn't break out of the rope, but he does manage to get up from the being prone and get out of the vines. And he's going to run. And he's booking it. He's going to just jump out the window and go.
So I had lassoed him. So in my head, I had one set of hands on that rope still.
Roll a. Well, you know what? How you had
If
him
you don't
grappled.
want to do, yeah, if
So-
you don't want to do that, I won't.
He gets up and he tries to run, but you got a good handle on him. Go ahead and good night, Dareth. Go ahead and roll a strength check. He's going to.
Strength?
Yeah.
Oh, good. One of my weaker stats. Let's do this. Any advantage or disadvantage?
No.
Okay, I think that is.
He's
let me
not.
just check mine.
So he's not able to get out of the rope. Like he's still tied up, but he is trying to get away. So you're just trying to like hold on to him.
10.
Okay. So he breaks out. So like he's still tied up. But he runs off with the rope.
Monza, grab him!
And he jumps out the
I
window.
already used my reaction. I can't.
All right. That's his whole turn. We're going to go to Mwanza now.
I guess I'm gonna jump up out of the window and follow him.
Okay.
You gotta move me.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's a wall.
I do not have the power to move through the wall. Yeah, I'm gonna grapple him.
Okay.
Grab a hold of that rope.
All right.
It's gonna be a strength check, right?
Yes. Ooh. All right. This is actually interesting. He did win. So you try to
One
grab
time
onto
I
this rope.
rolled good, he won. Wow.
Yeah. So you try to grab onto the rope, and he just like tugs it with his shoulder, and it slips out of your hand.
Alright. I don't have any bonus actions I can use, so.
So we're back to Maddie.
Is this ground level, I assume?
Yeah.
Can Maddie run after?
She can.
Are we still in combat?
You're still in
She only
combat.
go like 25? Okay, so she
Yeah.
is just gonna walk up to the window then, probably?
Yep. That works.
And get up on her tiptoes and peek outside just to see what Monza's up to and see if he's okay.
Mwanza is fine. He's currently wrestling with this guy to try to like keep him contained with the rope.
Where's that? Can I do Vine Whip through a wall?
Yeah, the
Or thorn
window's
whip through a
broken,
wall?
so you could just
Oh, sweet.
right through the window.
Okay. Seeing a little bit of a struggle, Maddie's gonna try to Thorn Whip again to help detain
All right.
the hooligan.
All right, go for it.
Okay. Oh,
That does not hit. So
Okay.
the whip goes just to the right of his foot, and it like kicks up some dirt and rocks in the ground, but he just narrowly avoids it.
okay. I think that'll be it for.
Okay. Mazzarello then.
Okay, I go out of the window, and I can get right up to him.
All right.
If you can move me right there.
Yep. So you go past Maddie, just kind of like brush past Maddie, jump up out the window, and you start pursuing the guy here. What are you gonna do?
I mean, I have another rope. I'm contemplating.
Well, he still has the first rope on him.
I know.
You can try to grab it
I know.
again.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of strength. So what I would like to do is hit him with the Ray of Frost to slow him.
Okay.
So let's do that, guy. What is going on here? Okay, there we go. Is there any advantage because he's tied up or anything?
Oops. No, you don't get advantage because he's
Okay.
standing at this point.
Got it. A 18.
All right. So that will hit.
Okay.
Now, what are you specifically doing with your ray of frost here?
I am just. Are we near the lakefront still?
Near-ish.
So you just see me kind of like gather the humidity in the air, and you see it kind of pulling from behind me at the lakefront. And then I just direct it in a ray of frost onto his feet.
Okay.
For one damage.
All right. So you see his feet, which are already like he's kind of trying to dodge the thorn whips. He's bleeding a little bit from his ankles from being whipped with thorn whips repeatedly. So you freeze one of his ankles, and you can tell it's like his foot hurts a lot. Like he is, even when he's just trying to move around, he's limping. Moira is going to come over here, and she's just going to start like swearing at him out the window. And then we're going to move on to him. He's going to continue to try to get away. He's going to take a disengage, and then he's going to just continue running. He's going to run. He's going to run off the map, but he's going to go 60 feet.
Do I get an attack of what's it called?
Opportunity.
No, because he disengaged.
Oh, okay. Because I haven't used one of those. Got it.
Sorry.
No, it's good. I just didn't know. Like, I don't know the rules, guys.
All right. So he's out of here.
Well, as a reaction, you could cast a spell if you had one you wanted to cast, I think, right? Or does it have to say reaction as a spell?
It has to be the spell has to have a reaction.
Okay.
The only one I could cast is shield.
Shield.
For reaction. Yep.
All right. So that brings us to Mwanza. He is he's 60 feet from you. You can try to double your movement and chase him, or whatever else you want to do.
Did he drop the mushrooms already? Because he said I hit the sack, right?
He had a bushel of like vines, Miracalia, which is not the mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
It's like a leafy vine plant.
Yeah, I mean, I'll run after.
Okay. So you would have to use your entire turn to chase him if you want to do that.
Could I...
Oh, yeah.
Can I... Oh, it's only on self. Never mind. Disregard.
Okay.
A ray of frost has 60 feet.
So, Pat, are you going to still continue to chase him?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, I'm just making sure. So at that point, then we are going to enter into a skill challenge. So now, this is an interesting little thing. So you have to roll. Hang on for 1 second. So you can only roll skills that you're proficient in. We went over this a little bit before. I'm just going to run back through how that works. So, skill challenge. He is running. You are chasing. You can try to catch up to him or stop him using any of your skills that you're proficient in, aka the ones with a little check mark next to them. So, Mwanza, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I guess I'm gonna. Oh, sorry, I got a cat. Hang on here. Oh, kitty, I love make it hard.
Let's do like birds.
Where did you get a cat, Mwanza?
Oh.
It's an alley cat.
It fell out of the,
Very
off the
low.
roof. It fell off the roof on me.
I love the intro.
I had to gently put it down.
That makes sense.
All right, now I'm gonna yell at the undescript, badly injured bandit. Surrender now,
All right.
and I won't have to cave your skull in.
All right, go ahead and roll an intimidation check. You're going to need to get 3 successes, by the way, before you get 3 failures. And that's your first one. Okay.
So I gotta roll 3 times or just once?
No, this is going through the team here. So that's your turn. You've gotten a success. He seems a little shaken by you yelling at him. And then we're gonna go back to Maddie.
Can I move?
No. So we're not actually doing combat. You have to pick one of your proficient skills. So like you could do survival, you could do nature, you could do animal handling. Some
we'll
way that you could try to stop him.
Ooh. Maddie's like sitting there like, let's. Can I use that alley cat with animal handling?
Yes. All right. Go ahead and roll. Roll a animal handling check.
Will like scratch him. All right. 14.
All right. So with your your affinity with nature, you manage to say or do something that you convince this alley cat that like something is up, and it just jumps and jumps onto this guy, and it's like scratching at the back of his head as he's running down the alley, and he's like, and he's limping with this cat like hanging off the back of his head, and he's trying to get away from Wanza, who's just running behind him, screaming at him. Mozzarella, what do you do?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna scream at him, please stop. We don't want to hurt you anymore.
All right. You roll a persuasion check.
Oof.
Oh.
All right. He does not seem fazed by that. He's still running.
Okay.
He doesn't actually hear you over the cat scratching in his ears. All right. And now we're going to go back to Mwanza.
Can I use I don't know if this would actually like it, insight or investigation to predict where he's going and try to like cut him off?
Yep. That'll work.
Which one would I use?
Insight.
Insight.
Oof. All right. So you feel like you have a pretty good idea that he's going to try to go through like an alley off to the left, but he veers to the left and then kind of like jumps to the right and continues going straight. You try to follow to the left and you stumble a little bit, but you get back on him. But he is a little bit further ahead of you at this point. Yeah. Maddie. That said Millie because I'm like way too zoomed out. I'm sorry. Maddie, what do you do?
Are we still? Or
You're
can
still,
I move yet?
Yeah, same thing.
Still?
So you
Same
got
thing?
nature
All
or
right,
survival that you can use here.
Do I notice any birds in the sky?
You could. Well, tell me what you want to try to do.
Well, actually, well, no, we'll use nature. He's running towards like an alley.
Yeah, he's running down like the back alleys between these buildings.
I'm at a loss. I'm not gonna lie. Just because she's sitting in the window still.
Oh well, you don't have to be sitting in the window. We're in a chase, so you are
okay.
you're going with
if I
them.
started, yeah.
Can
running after.
Can I use nature to roll a rock maybe in front of him?
Sure. Go ahead and roll. All right.
16.
That's it. So you kind of like you use a little bit of nature magic to grow a vine out of like the bottom corner of someone's house, and it kicks a rock up, and it hits him like right as he's stepping on that bad ankle. He steps on that rock and it twists his ankle a little bit, and he falls flat on the ground. and you have successfully stopped him. Good job.
Yay!
Woo!
Woohoo!
All right.
The power of friendship.
Make
with
him lick
that-
the vial.
We're going to take another really quick break. So I'm just going to step away for 1 second. I'll let you guys talk amongst
All
yourselves.
right.
You'll be right
Yeah.
back.
All right.
The guy has been knocked down. What are you going to do with this guy?
I mean,
I'm
Monza,
bringing him
you're
to jail.
bringing
You're
him
gonna take
to
him
the
to jail?
I'm going to
I'll let
return
them.
the property. Tell her she might want to have a storeroom with no windows.
So she kind of reaches, Moira like reaches out the window to you and she's like, Wanza, I owe you again. Thank you.
I point to them. I was like, I think you owe them more than me. Tonight was not my night.
I owe all of you. I appreciate it. If there's anything else I can do for you, Mozzarella or Maddie, just let me know. In fact, here, hang on. And then she disappears down like the little cellar stairs there for a few minutes and comes back up and she hands you all each a healing potion.
Oh, wonderful.
Thanks. I definitely
Nice.
need that.
Thank you.
How do I add that to my inventory? Let's see.
I will do that for you.
Amazing. Thank you.
Yes. You guys have to tell me what you're doing with the guy who's running away.
I'm dragging him right now as he's all tied up.
To the prison.
Dragging him back to
Yeah,
prison?
we're gonna bring him to the
Okay.
I'm
wherever we keep prisoners overnight. I'm guessing the guardhouse has probably got a jail cell or something.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
I'm gonna tell Mwanza that I will catch up with him, and then I'm going to offer to help Moira fix some of the stuff in her shop. Just use some mending from
Okay.
the damage.
Are you splitting the party?
Briefly, I will be there
No.
momentarily.
Maddie's also gonna assist Moira and help in cleaning.
Oh no! I feel
As
like
she
I'm
feels
dead.
a little responsible for
All right.
some reason.
Yeah,
So-
I just shout to Mwanza, you know, that guy's got working arms. He could help clean up his own damn mess. And I go inside.
I'll be right back. Never ended poorly.
Okay, so I think yeah, you guys all should have your potion of healing, except for Maddie because I didn't add it. I didn't add it yet. So
I just,
powder.
like, chug it.
Oh wait, no, I gave you an extra one. Oops.
Where would that be? Because I don't see it in my.
You don't have one. I gave
character
2 to Maddie.
Oh,
Oh, I don't see it either.
Maddie did take quite a few hits.
Yeah, I definitely do need to.
All right, Mozzarella. Now you have it. It's under your inventory. It should be under consumables.
I see it now.
Okay.
Wondermus. Okay.
Frosty.
So I'm gonna.
Frosty's on your side, Monza. Okay, so you guys are here helping her clean up a little bit. We're gonna follow the story of Mwanza for a second. Mwanza, you are tugging on this guy. He's like, he's kind of given up. He's like, all right, fine. And you take him back to the guard post with you. He's not talking at all, but you walk over to the guard post. We are going to go to the guard post right now. Oh, hang on. I gotta clear this up. We were having a little fight with a Sararak to test out the VTT.
Oh yeah.
It never goes wrong when you're alone. You split the party ever.
And now you have to finish your fight with a Sararak at level 1. Have a good night, Darth. Thank you. All right. Let me just
Goodbye, Borf.
fill this out
Bye.
real quick.
Barf. Barf. Rabbit.
All right, so you walk into the guard station, and Alaric and a guard are sitting at this table playing a card game. And they look up and they see you. Mwanza, what the hell is going on?
Apparently, it's a epidemic to break into the herb shop in the night, trying to steal whatever that route was called.
Jeez. What is going on in this town? And he looks
Well,
at the guy
apparently.
and he's like, get him in the cell. And the other guard puts his cards down and grabs the guy, and they walk off into over here.
I'll need that rope back for my Mazzarello.
Alaric looks at you for a second like he can't really tell if you're serious or joking. But as the guard walks into the room, he nods at him. And after he gets him in the cell, he takes the rope off and tosses it back to you.
Thank you.
And he's just going to post up out there. All right. Juan, so what did you find out?
Well, apparently this drug that's going around is made with some type of root and a mushroom. And the herbalist is authorized to actually harvest or is it a vine? I forgot.
It's fine.
It's fine. Harvest the vine, while as the mushroom, she's not too aware of where it might grow, but it can potentially grow in caves nearby. So, might be activity somewhere nearby that we just haven't seen outside of the city limits or town limits.
Well, I mean, I can tell you there's no caves in the town. Outside of town? Might be a good idea to start checking some of the farms. Makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Outside of town, not watched by the guards. They could get away with a lot of things. All right.
Most definitely.
Well,
As I rub my chin.
where are the other two?
They were helping
Mazzarella
clean
and
up the
Maddie.
herb shop after that ruffian
Oh,
destroyed it, breaking in.
nice of them. All right.
You think we should go investigate the local farms?
He's just kind of sitting there thinking, and then he says, "Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Do you want to wait till morning? At least you could."
Yeah, I think we should
Tomorrow in
wait
the
till
bunks.
morning.
All right.
Rest up and get out there at the crack of dawn. That might not be a bad thing, having doing that either, because we got someone who's Maddie, is very used to farm work, so she might have a good idea of anything looks off for scheduling on the different farms when you go and check things out.
I heard she wasn't. Well, she hasn't been farming lately. But
Yeah, she was let go from Goodfellows Farm, whatever it was, whatever that name of that one out on the edge of town is.
yeah, Greenfield. I
Greenfield.
can't believe that he would just let her go like that. It's very unlike him. But I don't know. She must have done something.
There's a knock on the door, and I finished up over at Moira's, and I came to check up on Wanza and get my rope back.
All right. Oh, Mozzarella, good timing. We were just talking about maybe investigating some of the farms, but if you'd like, you can stay here. Sure, Mwanza wouldn't mind having a bunk mate for a few hours. What happened to Maddie?
I'm right here. I pop out from behind.
Oh, well.
She's right here.
Just like waving her arms in the air. She knows she's a little short, so.
Arik looks a little
Hi.
confused, like he's like, oh god, I hope she didn't hear that.
She's just smiling.
Okay, so he looks a little relieved.
Hey, Maddie, what reason why you let go from the farm from again? What reason did they give you?
They said that they were downsizing. I don't know what that means. But
Well, it had nothing
They
to do
just-
with like bad quality work or anything like that, right?
not that they mentioned.
Not that you feel. You were always like tip top, right? On top
I mean,
of it.
I'd take a few naps every now and then, but I was ahead of my work, so I thought that I just had time, but they didn't say anything about it.
Okay.
Had they ever indicated that sales of crop might be down?
No. The
That's very
cabbage is
strange.
healthy and growing, and you know, it's coming up on the season again, so
Very
I don't know
strange.
why they would downsize right before the season.
That is very strange.
It's very,
Well,
very.
Maddie,
Did
were
you
there...
get any?
What is the remind me. It's been a while since I've been out there. What is the terrain around the Greenfield farm? Hilly at all?
Off in the distance, it gets more hilly. Obviously, we need flat ground to do all the farming, but yeah, I mean, you can see the hills from standing on the farm.
Okay.
Can you
mountains in the distance, you know?
Maybe you should go ask. I mean, you do have a relationship with the Greenfields.
I do. I hope that they're not mad at me for anything now I'm thinking about it. But
remember,
I'll give you Mwanza.
Okay.
Do you remember like any caves out on the property, maybe from your years there?
Not that I saw, but I mean, again, there's the mountains and the hills. I wouldn't be surprised if there were any caves. I didn't really leave. The farm was my life.
Hmm.
Well,
Interesting.
But it wouldn't. We could go check. I know the gate at the back of the farm goes to like the hilly area, so
We can go check in the morning.
yeah.
Why don't you guys get some rest? Get out there in the morning. We'll, if you feel like you need it, Maddie, I wouldn't mind. Obviously, you can have Mwanza. We could send another couple guards with you if you'd like.
Before we go to sleep, I just need to ask: has anyone questioned the robber?
He hasn't been that talkative.
Hmm.
We just brought him in. Usually we like to let him sit for a while first, but you're welcome to talk to him.
I think I would like to talk to him.
Well, go on in.
So
Don't make them like them.
I wasn't gonna make him lick the bottle.
Okay.
That's discussing licking things.
It's my bottle. Can you?
Yeah.
So I see the guy. I go up to the guy and I ask
I
him.
lean up against the wall.
I said, you seem to be going through a lot of trouble for a couple plants this evening. I'm sorry that we had to rough you up. How's your ankle?
I ain't talking to you, mozzarella.
Well, I see I'm at a disadvantage. You know my name. I don't know your name. Why don't we start with that?
He just kind
So
of...
diplomatic.
He looks you up and down, and he just kind of spits on the floor in front of you.
Can I use shape water to throw it back in his face?
Yes. Roll an attack roll.
An attack roll with what? Just like
You
an
can
unarmed
just
strike?
use like your unarmed strike.
Oh.
Okay. Sorry. Oh God.
I'll give you advantage.
Advantage? Okay.
I hope it's another one.
He's chained
That'd be
up,
so
and
funny.
oh my god!
Oh my god.
He's chained up, and he's like in the cell. So you're gonna get advantage because he can't move. You're not fighting.
Yeah.
So he spits on the ground in front of you, and you just kind of like move your hands and then throw it back in his face, and it splats on his cheek, and he just blankly stares. He has no reaction. You can feel the seething anger under his expressionless face. Like the eyes just say it all.
I happen to know very well that the cleaning lady cleaning staff works very hard to keep this place sanitary. There'll be none of that. I say. And then, if you don't want to talk to me, is there anyone, maybe someone else could try who won't be quite as nice as I will?
He looks down at the floor and he just says, Steen Turner. As he looks
Dean
up at you.
Turner.
Steen. With an
Steen?
Steen.
S-T-E-E-N.
Like Stevie? Steve?
No, Steen.
Lick the bottle. Someone wants to lick the bottle. I didn't
Everyone
even realize
wants to
that poll
lick
got
the
put up.
Oh God.
100%.
How do I make him lick the bottle?
We are
But
not
see,
making
now
him
he's
lick the
given
bottle.
now he's given us information.
I think he
Maybe-
might want to lick the bottle.
He might be an addict.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
Lick
say
the bottle in front of him.
this is what I'm gonna say. gonna say,
Here, we,
I'm gonna take the bottle out, and I'm gonna hold it in front of him. I'm gonna say, I appreciate that small amount of information. I think that there is still a few morsels of deep moon in this vial. Maybe I'll give you a lick for some more.
He reaches out and he tries to grab the bottle from you.
I pull it back and I said, Not part of the
Roll a
deal."
dexterity check.
Okay.
is this with advantage since the guy's chained up?
He is chained by the feet, not the hands.
Okay.
So normal dexterity.
Yep.
13.
He has a 15. So he reaches out and he grabs the bottle from you. And he says,
Okay.
"It's an eye drop, you shit." And he throws it on the floor and smashes it.
Well,
That wasn't nice.
I'm not nice.
I can see that.
I don't know much, but I do know, eye drop or not, as long as it can get into your system, it would have done something.
I'm gonna walk up to the bars and look right at the guy and go, "So you know what that was, don't you?"
And he looks at you and he's like, uh-oh. He doesn't say anything. He just kind of stares at you like, oh shit.
Cooperation's in your best interest. We will catch the ones doing this. If you cooperate now, leniency can be held later on.
Might
And he
wanna
just
take that
stops.
deal.
He stops talking entirely. What'd you say, Maddie?
I was just trying to be in the background, like, yeah, you might want to take that deal.
He stares at you, but he doesn't say anything.
I'm going to make this clear. People have died to this drug. Sentencing will be harsh if there is no assistance given.
He's just
Should I roll
staring
like
at you.
an intimidate check or something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I give up rolling tonight.
He's actually more resolute than he was before. No, I'm just kidding. He's still just staring at you though. He doesn't seem phased.
Are there any, like, objects nearby, like, that I could hold up towards him?
Like, what are you looking for?
Oh, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I got this. So
Okay.
I'm trying to do a classic interrogation, and I want to get in this guy's head, right? So I'm gonna take my boomerang. I'm gonna hold it up, and then I'm gonna cast light on it,
Oh,
so that it becomes a bright, blinding light, and I'm gonna shine it in his face to disorient him.
okay. He steps back. He like holds his hands up. He's like, jeez, what?
Steen Turner, right? Steen
Yep.
Turner. Where can we find him?
Ooh. He's Steen.
Oh, that's your name.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, well, it's very nice to meet you, Steen. Well, you already know me. This is Mwanza and Maddie. Look, we
Hi.
can be friendly. And I kind of lower the light. What were you doing?
Roll
Why
a persuasion check.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. 11.
It's like, why would I tell you?
Because you're sitting in a cell and it would behoove you to be cooperative. Didn't you hear Mwanza? Maybe if you're cooperative, you won't be hanged. That's a lot. Maybe he's doing a lot of heavy lifting there.
I won't be here for very long. Don't worry about it.
Where you going?
He looks over at you and he's like, don't worry about it.
Oh. Maddie wants to be friends with everybody. She's not good at the intimidation. She'll try to hype her friends up, but just twiddling her thumbs over here.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna send a telepathic message to Mazzarello.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell Mazzarello to tell him that I'll speak on his behalf at a that I'd be willing to speak on his behalf, at a court hearing, if he assists us.
Okay. I feel very confident that my good and reasonable and not murderer friend Mwanza would be willing to speak on your behalf to get a more lenient sentencing.
And
I
I nod as he says this.
I too would be willing to add my voice to that cause. This is I've seen the effects of this myself, and it is a very dangerous drug. I don't want the people I care about to die in this town.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
That's what I was hoping for, since I was kind of doing a help action.
Yep.
Okay. Persuasion, let me check I think that's alt for advantage. Okay. They were both good.
Fine. What do you want? What do you want to know?
I want to know why you were stealing the what's the name of the plant again?
Who you were stealing the roots for?
Who you were stealing the
Vines.
roots for?
Vines,
I don't
roots?
know.
And where were you taking them?
I have a drop point outside of town.
Where?
Near that Greenfield farm.
Scandal.
I didn't know. I haven't. Maybe they snuck by when I was sleeping, and that's why I got fired. Oh no. Oh
No. Do you know anything else?
No.
Can I roll anything to see if I can tell if he's lying? Like a perception?
Insight
maybe?
check, maybe?
Yep.
Insight?
It's not a guarantee you'll know. You just know if he's like...
Okay. 20?
He might know a little more than he's letting on.
Okay. I take out my healing potion. And I say, I know that leg is hurting you. Anything else you can give me? And I offer him the healing potion.
I know they have some operation in town. I don't know where. I don't know anything about it. I'm not privy to that information.
Do you have any names?
I don't know anyone. I swear I don't know anyone.
But it's in town.
Mazzarella, as you're doing this, I'm going to send you another message telepathically telling you not to hand it to him after. I'll just heal him.
Okay. I'm not gonna I'm gonna keep holding it out.
Yeah.
You don't know anywhere, like an area?
I know it's some mansion. They've taken it over. They're working out of that, but I don't know which one.
Okay. We appreciate you being so forthright. And both Mwanza and I, will keep to our word.
He goes
And
to
we
reach
will
for the
speak on
potion.
your hat. And
I
say,
step forward and pull Mazzarello back and put my hand out.
Deal.
I put my hand out saying, shake my hand.
And he spits on your hand.
If you want to be healed, shake my hand.
Not scary.
Roll a persuasion check. He does not believe you.
Nine.
He looks at you and he's like, I'd rather die.
I put my hand on Mwanza's chest and I say, it's okay.
Okay,
And
just touch. Put your hand out so I can touch your hand with my hand instead of shaking it.
And then he finally looks like he kind of gets it. He puts his hand out through the bars, and you heal him.
Yeah, I grab him by the wrist and cast Lay of Hands and use a point to heal him because that should be all that's needed, I guess, for an NPC.
All right. And he's like, "Ugh, it's a little better. Thanks."
Thank you.
You did the right thing. I'm
Leave it
proud of
alone.
you. Okay.
And then I'm going to go back out.
All right.
Also, you should have licked that
shut the door.
bottle.
Gosh.
So Arik looks at you
shake
and he
my
says,
head.
well, was that everything you hoped it would be?
Thank you.
We got a lot out of him.
Yeah. Sounds like it. At least we have a little bit of a lead.
Yes.
We know which farm to go to.
Well, why don't you investigate the farm then, and Wanza, the rest of the group and I will start investigating and looking for this mansion he mentioned.
Yeah, has there been any recent mansions that people have moved into or anything lately?
Not that we've noticed.
I
would
mean,
know.
how many mansions could be in this town?
There's about 10 different mansions in this town.
We may have to go door to door.
We'll take a
Okay.
look. When you get back from investigating the farm, we'll see if we have any more information on where we can...
Should we perhaps go with Mwanza to the farm? Maddie's familiar with it.
Yes.
You
I think
are
should.
going to the farm with me, yes.
Oh, I misunderstood then.
Monza is going to accompany Maddie to the farm because Maddie knows the farm.
Oh, and I'm going with Auric to the mansion?
No, you're going to go with Monza.
I misunderstood entirely.
Auric and the guards are going to go look around and see if they can find any breadcrumbs that would lead them to the mansion
Got it.
that he was talking about.
So I definitely thought I heard you say, Mwanza, go check out the farm. Maddie and Mozzarella, go look at the mansion. Okay, my bad. Sorry.
Why don't you go get a rest in the morning, head
Yeah.
out to the Greenfield place. Maddie, I wish you luck.
Thanks.
Mm.
Hope they'll talk to me.
Thanks.
I
far
sure
are-
do too.
How far are we from my houseboat?
You are on the other side of town.
Okay, I guess I'll sleep here.
You could go back, and we could just say you go back to your houseboat and come back here in the morning if you'd rather do it that way.
Yeah.
You know what, y'all? I sleep better with a little bit of sea motion. So,
Yeah. Have a lovely
fair.
evening.
I'm
Good
gonna have a
night.
sleepover. Night.
good night.
On your character sheet, in the middle where it says hit dice, there is a button for short and long rest. So you can give yourself a long rest,
Okay.
Boom.
and we're going
Heals
to
everything.
skip ahead, and it is now the morning of Monday.
Wait, sorry, where was that?
On your character sheet, at the top next to your hit points, underneath your hit die, there is an L rest button.
Where's my...
Where's your double click your character token?
Cool. Thank you.
Sorry.
9. You said short rest?
Long rest.
Long
Got
rest.
it. Got it. Thank you. Cool.
All right. So the next morning, we're gonna skip through the night. Next morning, Mazzarello comes back, and you guys are basically just getting ready to head out to the farm. Is there anything else you wanted to do at the guardhouse before you go?
Eat breakfast.
Yeah, I brought in some pastries from the bakery that did not get robbed for everyone. I'm like, all right, everybody, let's get this day started on a full stomach. And I put all the pastries down on the table.
Some of the other guards look, and they're like, wondering
Yes,
if
you
they
can
can
have
eat.
them. Yes, eat.
So they just start grabbing some of the
manga.
pastries, and they're like,
I grabbed like a handful.
they haven't had anything like really good in a while, like pastries. They eat a lot of, more like proteins and
Stuff that lasts.
yeah.
You made their morning.
Well,
All right.
everybody needs to start the day off right.
All right. So you guys are gonna head out to the farm, right?
Yeah.
Yup.
Yes.
So we are going to the farm. So you pack up. It's gonna take you about an hour's travel to get there. So you guys pack just like some light bags and things like that to get ready. And then you hit the road. You head north or northeast from town, following the river that comes down from the mountains east of the town. You follow the river a little bit, and then you head north. You head past another farm that that Maddie, you would know, is rather famous for apple orchards and wine. And then you head to your old farm, the Greenfield farm. So you arrive at about 10 in the morning. It's kind of quiet. Nobody's outside that you can see. And there's a bit of a cliff on your right hand side. The rest of it is just open plains. And behind the house is the fields that you used to work on with all the cabbages and things. And in front of you, the farmhouse.
Cool.
So I take a deep breath. Is this what the bottle smelled like?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, there's cabbage here, so it's a little more vegetable-y. But yeah, this is what that bottle smells like.
I reach
So-
down and grab a little bit of the grass and dirt.
Don't
and I
lick the
it.
grass.
Could lick it.
There are no mushrooms on the grass.
So I lick
good.
it and I just
You can
and
I
I
mean,
spit it out.
I wouldn't lick the grass. It's probably not clean, but
Yeah.
it definitely might not kill you for the same reasons that the mushrooms would.
Well, I already licked it and I spat it out.
All right. Well, I
Right.
mean, you got to give the people what they want, and they wanted you to
And
lick.
and I say, "Oh, that wasn't as satisfying as I had hoped it would be."
I,
I'm gonna start
I'm
walking towards the house.
yeah, I don't know where everybody is. Usually it's a little more bustling, but
Maybe
I
we
guess they
can see about
downsized.
getting your job back.
That'd be great, honestly. The tavern's nice, but it seems a little dangerous now.
Yeah, with
Dead
all the
people.
yeah, that one dead guy. The one you guys know the one.
The one that we didn't kill. He was
Yeah.
All right.
dead already.
So you knock on the door, and your old pal, your old boss, comes and answers the door. He says, "Millie, Maddie." I don't know why I want to keep
Millie.
saying Millie. Maddie,
Billy's back at the bar.
what's going on? Why are you here?
Well, stuff happened back in town.
And
I brought
he
my
puts up a
friends.
hand and he's like, "Hang on." You should come inside.
Okay.
And he steps out.
Come on,
and he,
guys.
like, pulls you in.
Can my friends come inside?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Maddie
quickly come
waves
in.
to them.
Oh, okay.
And
Ushering everybody
wife is
in.
just standing like in the middle of the room, and she looks a little weird.
Maddie says hi to Sarah, but cautiously.
So I nod, say hello, then I kind of just walk around looking out the windows to see if I notice anyone in the back in the fields. I don't know if the bed's actually
roll
in
a
front of the
perception
windows
check.
like that, but perception.
While he's looking around, I just politely say hi and that it's nice to meet them.
Hi. Yes, it's nice to hear me. Maddie, this is. I understand that you are upset, but we did have to let you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, I don't understand, but I understand. It's okay. But we just something happened in town, and we thought maybe this would be the best place to check for it. And I was hoping that I wasn't going to intrude. But I brought my friends here and thought maybe we could look around the farm, or if you know anything happening around the farm.
I don't think that's a good idea, Maddie. You should probably head back to town. I don't know if it's a good idea for you to be here. It was hard on the kids.
Oh, well, I imagine Maddie's such a hard worker. I'm having difficulty thinking of a reason that you would let go of someone so talented as Maddie.
We just, times are a bit hard.
Is the cabbage not selling as well as usual? I see a lot of people in town eating
the cabbage
cabbages.
is fine. But
Do I see anyone out in the field? I got a 15. Or behind the house?
No, you don't. The fence is a little too high for you to see out the window and into the field. You don't really see any like hats or anything moving around. So anyone, like, if you saw someone, they would have to be probably over 6 feet tall.
All right, so
you
my
don't
height
see
or
anyone
taller.
of that height out there, and you don't really hear anything out there either.
All right. So then I move over by Maddie and the wife here. And I just kind of look over at the Jacob, was it?
Yeah.
Jacob, I'm going to be blunt with you. We've been sent out here due to drug trade. And your farm's been linked to it.
I don't. Those are some wild accusations.
I don't believe you're actively part of it, but it's best for you to cooperate best you can.
I didn't know how much I could say. Yeah. Yeah. And Jacob, I've known you my whole life. And I know you're not yourself right now. Do you just want to tell us what's wrong?
No, Maddie, everything's fine. Things are just a bit rough at the farm right now, as I think you know.
And where are the kids?
But I don't know.
They
Maddie's getting a little brave.
They are not here at the moment. I'm sorry. Who are you? And he looks at like Wanza and Mozzarella, and he points at both of you. He's like, Do I know you?
City Guard. Wanza, you haven't heard of me.
And
I look at him with my eyebrow raised. I'm sure you must have heard of the unique creature in town.
On his face, as you say, you're a city guard.
And I'm Mozzarella, city helper.
Oh,
it's better than it sounds.
The panic does not rise, but it doesn't lower.
My friend, where are your children?
They are not here at the moment. They're out. He looks at his wife for a second. He's playing. behind the field. You know what? They might have gone into town. Maddie, actually, if you would like to go ask them, that might be a good idea. They're back in town right now, and they know a lot more about the area around here than we do.
Maddie senses something's off with that schedule. Maybe can she do like a deception?
Insight.
Insight. All right.
Yep.
23.
Oh yeah, he's way off.
Well, Jacob, I know their schedule. They should be out helping with the crops right now. It's early morning. They got to get it in before sunrise because they're just kids. Where are they?
We had to send them into town.
We just came from town.
Oh, well,
I know Maddie's getting a little worked
up. You might have passed them on the road, actually.
We definitely passed no kids on the road. We didn't pass any kids on the road, right?
No.
Oh,
I would have known them.
When we walked in, you had mentioned that like the wife was looking strange. Could I do like a perception check?
Sure. What are you looking for?
Why she's looking strange?
So give me like a what kind of thing are you looking for?
Why your face look like that?
I'm looking to see if I maybe sense any kind of like glow in her eyes or any kind of
You're looking for a
anything
bottle to lick?
or like maybe if I notice a bottle around the room or something. I think that would be investigation, but
Yeah, that would be.
She's on the hunt for another bottle to lick.
So go ahead and
yeah.
roll an investigation.
Okay.
So you can try to see if anything is up, like if she's. No, she looks physically normal, emotionally a little off. Like she's very tense.
Okay.
She's not really saying anything. She's kind of like, just kind of, now that you're looking, she's kind of like clutching onto that table and like digging her nails into the wood of the table.
Okay.
Maddie looks at Sarah and just, Sarah, what's wrong? Are the kids okay?
She looks back at you. She's like, huh? Yes, they're at my mother's.
Could I do a deception check?
Sure.
16.
It seems pretty unplausible.
But Maddie, I don't know if I believe her.
Something's not right. I don't believe her either. Something's not right. The kids wouldn't.
Everything is fine, Maddie.
Your kids.
It's a little uncomfortable because we didn't want to let you go. We had to let you go, and we would just rather have a kind of a clean separation. I know that you're doing pretty well at the inn. I've heard.
Maddie's starting to get a little more emotional than she wanted to. More concerned for the kids that she kind of helped raise them.
Okay.
Can she just like shout, "Where are the kids?"
Okay.
Basically, just like cause a ruckus in the room at this point.
Okay.
She doesn't really know what else to do. They're running around the table basically.
Okay. Yeah, so you just start yelling, asking where the kids are. And as you do that, he's panicking. He's like, Maddie, please. The kids are fine. We sent them into town. Everything is fine. And he's running around. Like he runs over to here and he starts to like draw the blinds closed. And then as he's moving back over here, he has to like push you out of the way a little bit, and he stands here as you're still kind of like freaking out, yelling about where the kids are, and he's trying to calm you down. He's saying, they're fine. They went into town, and he goes to close these blinds, and as he pulls his hands out, you hear this like, psh, and an arrow flies through the window and through his neck, and he falls down. And that is where we will end this session for today.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
On that note,
Wow.
Maybe we
What a
should have sat him down.
I was going to try and roll a persuasion check to get them to sit at the table.
Maddie turns around. She's like, I didn't kill him. What's it mean?
Wanza, what have you done?
Wanza!
Nope, this time it's Maddie. Maddie didn't
I
kill.
didn't do it.
She did not kill him just because he fired her. Jacob was not killed by Maddie.
2 of the 3 of us.
That's how we're going to
Will
introduce
the
it to
world
the-
know that?
Yeah,
Find
2 of the
out
3 of
next
us didn't
time.
Kill him.
Oh, man. All right. So, as you may have guessed, there might have been a little more to your firing than you thought of.
Yeah.
All right.
Poor Maddie.
Yeah.
Poor kids. Wherever they are.
They're probably fine.
It's, yeah.
All right.
It's
so,
fine.
parting words.
Parting words. This was very fun. It's been a while since I've played, and I'm not very experienced, but it was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun.
Good.
Very enjoyable.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Same.
guys.
Thank you. This is a great story.
Awesome. Glad you like it. I hope everyone in chat who's made it the whole way to the end here liked it as
Thank
well.
y'all.
Thank you, Whirl, and anyone else who is hanging out doing any of the modding. If any of my mods were there, I missed most of the chat, so I don't know a whole lot of what's going on, but thank you very much. Huge thank you again to anyone who was hanging out, who still made it this far, because it's definitely a long stream. All the subs, the bits, everything. Really appreciate it. Like I said, anything that comes in for a sub or anything like that, anything that the channel makes goes right back into making the content better. So thank you guys so much. Thank you, Whirl. Yeah, I'm really excited
Yes, thank you.
to continue this. There is a lot more to this story.